Hello students, I am Professor Reshma Shinde. Welcomes you in our next lecture, lecture number 2 of Production Management Planning and Control. In last lecture, we have discussed the syllabus of this course, that is for ABM 358 Production Management Planning and Control. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the introduction of production management. What is meant by production? So production means transfer of raw materials into the final product. So we can say it may be the conversion of input into the output. The word manufacturing was originally derived from two Latin words, that is manus and another one is factus. So manus means hand and factus means make. So make by hand, that is means manufacturing. Before some decades, the goods were manufactured by hand. So whatever the goods were manufactured by hand, that process of manufacturing were called production process. But nowadays there are huge change in production process. Not only in production process, but there are drastically changes made in the products. Nowadays the products are more complex and which required the more special manufacturing machineries, techniques, knowledge and skills. So in previous few years the goods were made by hands, but now it's required advanced techniques, skills, procedures and knowledge. So for this increase the knowledge, skill, process, methods, we are learning this subject. The factories were developed with many workers at a single site. The work was organized using machines. Modern manufacturing enterprises that manage this production system must cope up with the economic realities of the modern world. As we discussed in last slide, that nowadays products became a very complex. It required special skills, knowledge, machineries and good quality materials. But it also a costly process. So there should be the proper management of economic cost with other competitors. That's why to managing the cost with comparison with the other companies, we have to learn the production management in detail. So due to the advancement in the knowledge and skills, awareness about the each and every skills, methods and process, it will helps to minimize the cost and increase the production of the, or we can say increase the productivity of the organization. There are some economic realities which affect on the production, which affect on the productivity of the company, productivity of the employee, per head productivity, or we can say efficiency or efficientness of the organizations. So those factors are international outsourcing. So international outsourcing means if company is taking some services, some machineries from other countries or at an international level, it will affect on the economy of a or economic cost of a organization. In international outsourcing, company may hire the employee from other country. They may buy machineries required for production process from other country. They may upgrade the skills of their employees from external sources. So this international outsourcing affect on the production process. Outsourcing means taking a services from the outside the organizations. There are so many types of outsourcing. There may be the human resource outsourcing, there may be the machinery outsourcing, there may be the capital outsourcing, so on. The next factors, that is trends towards service sector. It also affect on the production process, because nowadays the service sector is growing as faster than the production sector. So these trends obviously affect on the production process, because the resources, human resources, are diverting towards the service sectors, which obviously affect on the production or economy of a organization. Then quality expectations. Now the most of the customers, they are quality conscious. The most of the customers, they are more quality conscious than the price conscious. So obviously their expectation of quality is growing and increasing. They are demanding more quality products, and for fulfilling that quality, obviously company has to focus on the their production and to increase the quality. So they have to manage total quality in the organization, from points of its purchasing of raw material to the providing or fulfilling the quality expectations of the customers. The next one is operational efficiency. So operational efficiency means efficiency of a production process to converting raw material into the final product. So it obviously affect on the modern economic realities. Then contract manufacturing. Nowadays so many companies, they are making a contract with the manufacturer. So they buy a ready product from their contractors, and they only sells that product to the customers. So it affect on this production process. It create a more specialization in the organization. So the country which has specialization of particular thing, they will focus on that things, and obviously they will get the better return due to their specialization. Then local outsourcing. Along with international outsourcing, company also using the local outsourcing for different resources such as human resources, machineries, raw materials, and so on. And the last factors which affect on the modern economic realities, that is the globalization. Nowadays the world become very short. It means the faster than the previous few years. Obviously each and every things can reach to each and every country in a few hours. So it affect on the economy of a modern era. Now it's a production process. As I told, the production means conversion of inputs into the outputs, or we can say transformation of the raw material into the outputs. So by this diagram it is clear that inputs may be the main, it may be the materials, it may be the machines, it may be the information, or it may be the capital. So these are the inputs which going to convert into the final products. These inputs go into the transformation process, and it becomes either the product or services. The transformation process, there may be the different product designs, process planning, production control, and maintenance. So these inputs going to convert to the outputs by using these factors, such as product design which is made by the company, or planning which made by the organization, then controlling process and maintenance of the organizations. After the ready of final products and services, it may be the stored in the inventory. The quality is very important, and also the cost. And there are so many factors which affect on this production process. Those are the internal and external factors. We can say environment of production process. So environment is around the production process. It may be the internal environment which present in internal resources which present in the organizations, and there may be the surroundings which affect those we call the external environment or external factors which affect on the production process or affect on the transformation process. That may be the politics, that may be the government policies, or that may be the some environmental factors. So this is the our production process. So we can say production process means it is a process which convert inputs into the outputs. So inputs are main material, machines, informations and capitals, and outputs are products and services. As I discussed, production systems refers to the manufacturing subsystems that includes all functions required to design, produce, distribute and service a manufactured product. There are some characteristics of the production systems. Those are organized activity, means while producing particular things, each and every activity should be organized. If activities are organized in a good manner, then only we can get a quality product at a standard cost or optimum cost. Then second characteristic, that it transforms inputs into output. So very obvious, as we discussed, manufacturing means transformation of inputs into outputs. So this process transforms all inputs into the output. So our output can be a product or services. The next characteristic, that is it doesn't oppose in isolation. So as we discussed in last slide, there are so many inputs, that main machinery, materials, information, capital, and which convert in a single products. So there is a isolation of different inputs, they are separate from each other, and it converted into the final product. Exist feedback. Obviously in every production process there is a feedback, there exists a feedback, always feedback do exist. It give a positive feedback or it might be the negative feedback. So in production process feedback is very essential. Then involves many functions. As we discuss, when inputs are going to convert into the final product, there's so many activities going on within this process. So it might be the purchasing of inputs, it may be the storage of inputs, then there is a conversion, there is a marketing, there is a storage. So there are so many activities or functions which going to perform while transferring inputs into the output. Now in last slides we discussed what is meant by production. Now what is mean by production management. So in the production management, this words occurs from two different words, the production and management. So as we discussed in last slide, production means transforming of all inputs into the outputs, and management, it means use of different management functions in a particular activity. So production management means management or use of different principles of management in a production process. In other words, we can say that production management refers to the application of management principles to the production function in a factory. In other words, we can say production management involves application of planning, organizing, directing and controlling to the production process. Same thing, these are the functions of principles of management such as planning, organizing, directing, controlling and production process. So use of these functions in the production. When we plan production, we organize, we direct, control and production process, we can say it is a production management. The another definition given by Bupa, according to Bupa, the definition of production management is He defined production management as production management deals with decision making related to production process so that the resulting goods or services are produced according to specifications in the amount and by the schedule demanded and the out of minimum cost. So in short we can say that according to Bufa, the production means producing a right product according to the specification at a given schedule, means at a given time and at a minimum cost. So this definition focus on the specification, cost and time. The another definition of production, it can is management. Production management deals with decision making related to the production process so that resulting goods and services are produced in accordance with the quantitative specifications and demand schedule with minimum cost. So same given by Bufa in the another word. There are some objectives of production management. The first objective is right quality. Obviously the production, we manage a production for getting a right quality, then right quantity at a right time, right manufacturing cost. So these are the major four objectives of production management. So every organization, every production process is going on for fulfilling four objectives to produce a right quality of product with the right quantity at a right time and at a right cost. There are some other objectives of production management, that is efficiency, productivity, economy, quality and reduce processing time. So these are the another objective, that is efficiency. Due to the proper management, the production can be produced at a efficient way, means it increase the efficiency. Production management increase the efficiency of an organization to produce a product. Then productivity means it is a ratio of output to inputs. So at a minimum input to get a maximum output, that is the another objective of production management. Then economy means is a more economical means at a minimum cost. Then quality, to get a good quality products at a reduced cost, and another objective, that is reduce processing time, increase production within a given amount of time. The next point, that is production planning. So as we discuss, I think it is clear that what is meant by production and what is meant by production management. So in short, production means conversion of input into output, or conversion of all raw materials, all inputs into the final products. So final products may be the goods or maybe the services. Now production planning. The planning, everybody knows planning means it making some plan about the future, or predicting, making some schemes, policies for a future. So production planning starts with the analysis of given data, demand for products, delivery schedule, etc. And on the basis of information available, a scheme of utilization of firm's resources like machines, materials and men are worked out to obtain the target in a most economical way. In short, production planning means scheduling a production with available data for getting product of a good quality at a right time at a right cost. So it is a making a plan about the future production process. It may be the plan of purchasing of raw material and converting them into the final product at a required time, at a right cost and with a right quality. So in this lecture we have discussed meaning of production management and meaning of production planning. Thank you.